everybody, welcome back to another episode of Max and Nicky 1000th Time Reactions.
Where we react to a song for our 1000th time listening to that song.
That's right, and
Usually we actually probably have listened to the song more than 1,000 times.
Maybe less.
But
for all intents and
usually
purposes,
more.
let's just say this is our 1000th time listening to the song.
Mm-hmm.
And on this edition, we will be listening to Simon and Garfunkel's
Bridge Over Troubled Water.
That's right.
Classic song, one of my favorites. But before we get into it, just want to let you guys know, as we always do, that we have another channel called Max and Nicky, where we cover oldies songs and jazz standards and some originals. And we also do have some comedy videos on there as well, because we are musicians and stand-up comedians. So check that out.
But for right now, let's get into it with Bridge Over Troubled Water
By Simon and Garfunkel.
So here we go.
When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. Get rough, and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down, like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down, like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are on their way. See how they shine. If you need a friend,
That is
It just
so good.
It doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah.
You know, it just, we've been doing songs that just slowly build upon itself throughout the course of the song.
Sure.
This
And
does
it
the
really
same.
kind of gets really
It heads to a big
this
climax.
big emotional climax at the end.
I mean, just right off the bat, Art Garfunkel, just what an angelic voice. Just so pure, not trying to sound like anybody but himself.
Well, but not only that, his angelic voice kind of goes along with this. It has sort of this gospel kind of feel to this song, and it kind of, and I feel like correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like I've heard this song in kind of, more religious context.
Sure, it can
probably the bridge over troubled water, maybe kind of like Jesus. In a way,
well,
perhaps.
I mean, that's how maybe some people want to interpret
right, I'm
the
just
song.
saying, some people might interpret it like that. Me, I think of it as just a friend. That's
sure,
there for
yeah,
you,
and I think that's the point. But there is obviously some gospel influence on Paul Simon, who wrote the song.
Right, right.
And Paul Simon, he wrote the song, and he said, "Art, I want you to sing this one by yourself." But when they were recording it, they realized. Art Garfunkel and I think one of the producers realized, hey, I think in the last verse you should join me in a heart. They were actually not going to have another verse, I think, and but they said there should be one more verse. And,
wow!
And Paul, you should join me in harmony for even just part of that verse. But it's funny because
it's good that they added that extra verse because it really kind of just brings it together. Hits it home at the end. There,
yes.
I mean, it gets really grand in the end, and it's kind of interesting. You hear the kind of the bass enter in the right ear, and then it goes into the left.
Well, it starts with these higher notes in the right ear, and then on the left ear, it's their lower notes.
Yeah, and then you start to hear the strings come in, and then I love that kind of really reverberated drums in the back.
Sure, yeah,
they're really far away.
Well, it's every time the verse comes around or it repeats, you hear something added to it. On the second verse, you hear this organ come in the back.
Sure, again,
and
organ kind of has this, religious kind of feel, gospel influence.
And we're not religious in any way, but, we're just kind of interpreting sort of maybe the intention or how other people might interpret the song.
Sure, well, there's no doubt there is a gospel influence in this.
Sure,
for
definitely.
Sure,
And, I've heard this song so many times. Recently, I've heard it a lot of times, actually. And I was pointing to Max at the end of the song. I'm getting goosebumps right now.
Just, I got to say, I must confess, while I've heard the song, I mean, it's in so much media. I've heard that maybe well over 1,000 times. I don't know if I've actually listened to the whole song all the way through 1,000 times, which is why I mean, who can deny, even if you were listening to this the 1,000th time, all the way through, you're going to feel that emotional impact. I certainly was feeling that, it's been a while since I've heard the song the whole way through, and you really feel that impact.
And I love how the strings at the end, they kind of the last note, it lasts for a long time, actually. Mm-hmm. And, they really want you to just feel that in the end.
Right.
I used to say that America, I thought, was my favorite Simon and Garfunkel song, but America or The Boxer.
The Boxer, I can understand that.
But I really think that Bridge Over Troubled Water, it really hits me the hardest in an emotional way. It's kind of a cathartic song, actually.
It is, but it also kind of, it reminds me of
favorite,
it reminds me kind of in the same vein, kind of like You've Got a Friend, actually.
Sure.
When you're down in trouble and you need a helping hand.
Right.
I like the idea that
he's saying, like a bridge over troubled water,
I will lay me down to be the bridge.
I will be the bridge for you,
so that you don't have to deal with
the troubles. It's very good lyrics, actually.
It's great lyric.
Oh, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about the lyrics.
It's very good.
Very
good song.
Anyway, that's going to do it for us for today on this reaction video.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on
post notification bell.
Right.
So you can find out about more reaction videos from us, Max and Nicky.
And tune in next time.